How long have I been walking? I can hardly see the buildings I'm walking by through the fog. It was cold, but there was no wind. Where are all the people? I haven't seen anyone since I found myself here. All the buildings are empty. The stores don't have any items. The shelves are completely bare. So I keep walking, hoping to find someone soon. Over time, my body felt stiff and tired, but I have to keep going. I came across a store that looked familiar. I went inside, walking past the empty, dust-covered shelves and racks. I can't seem to shake the feeling that I've been here before. This place used to sell clothes. I looked around, trying to fill the holes in my memory. I remembered where they sold the accessories, the women's and men's clothings, and the shoes. It was all coming back to me. I came to the store with someone, but I can't remember who they were. We were buying a few sets of gray blazers and black pants, white shirts and ties. Why did I need these clothes? I saw movement out the corner of my eye. Someone's here. I ran towards them, and they were running towards me. They must be happy to see someone else in this empty city. We reached out our hands to each other. The hand that touched mine was cold. Is this a mirror? This is my reflection. Is that what I look like? Frail and sickly. It felt like my heart sank with despair. It felt like a knife stabbed me in my gut. I couldn't stop the tears from falling. Am I really alone here? Eventually, I picked myself up and started walking again. I just wished there was someone here with me. I can't take the silence anymore. The cold air was more noticeable now, and I was shivering. Down the street, I wiped some dust off a window to look inside. It looked like a buffet restaurant. Tables and booths sat covered in dust, set with condiments and napkin holders. Have I been here before too? I went inside and looked around. I was here with someone else. I think it was the same person who was with me at the clothing store. I went further, looking over the tables to see if I can find anything. The food stations were clear of food, not a single scrap in the trays. I found some shopping bags by one of the booths. They looked like they came from the clothing store that I was just in. I looked inside, finding the clothes from my memory. The bag on the other side of the booth held the same, but with skirts instead of pants. The bag with the pants is mine, I think. So, whose bag is this? I stood up, noticing the empty plates and glasses and silverware on either side of the table. So, I went to the clothing store with someone and bought these clothes. Then we came here to eat. The clothes were for school? Yeah, I think that's right. These are our school uniforms. Then we came here for dinner? No, I think it was lunch. Who was I with? A friend? A girlfriend? A family member? Why can't I remember? I can barely make out her face. I tried to just remember her name, but even that detail couldn't come back to me. What happened after that? How did I end up here? I walked out of the restaurant with some answers, but more questions. Then I heard a sound. The silence was finally broken. It was quick and faint, but it was going off again and again in a steady beat. I ran down the sidewalk towards the sound. It was getting louder. I was getting closer. I stopped at a crosswalk where the same shopping bags as before were sitting on the ground. My bag was on its side, spilling my clothes on the concrete. The other bag was neatly set down, though. The sound was closer, but it sounds muffled, and I still can't tell what it is or where it's coming from. A van was speeding through the fog. The tires screeched as the car immediately stopped by me, covering the other noise. The doors opened, and I instinctively held my arm out to protect someone behind me, even when I knew no one was there. I felt that someone behind me pushed me towards the van. I felt my arms and legs being grabbed, but no one was there. I couldn't see the people I was fighting against as they pulled me inside. Hold him down. Quit struggling. Put the bag over his head. I suddenly couldn't breathe as I was being forced down on the floor of the van. Something was tightening around my neck. I don't recognize the voices, but I've heard all this before. What are they doing to me? The doors closed, and I was in total darkness. Everything suddenly went silent, and I couldn't feel anything anymore. I could finally make out this noise from before. Beep, beep, beep.